welcome to Creekside High School. We are getting set for action between your Creekside Knights and the Providence Stallions. Game 2 of 3 this week for Creekside. Live on Schlick Sports. We're going to send you down to the field now for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Events are an extension of the classroom, and that lessons are best learned when proper respect is. The Stallions of the Providence School of Jacksonville as they take on your Creekside Knights. Introducing today's non-starters for Providence. Number 2, Colby Batch. Number 6, Anthony Tantorno. Number 11, Landon Mackay. Number 12, Costin Crawley. Number 13, Reedy Neal. Number 15, Carson Cloud. Number 17, Ryan Smith. Number 18, Jack Hamilton. Number 19, Sawyer Chavette. And number 23, Connor Tramp. And now the starting lineup for the Stallions. Leading off at shortstop, number 10, Mason Wortman. Batting second in center field, number 8, Andrew Johnson. Batting third, the first baseman, number 25, Nick Oliveira. Batting fourth, the DH, Nick Nualiatia. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 14, Ryan Walsh. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 5, Donovan Rabai. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 1, Landon Jones. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 3, Gavin Duva. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 7, Jonah Wells. And taking the mound for the Stallions, number 22, Kyle Powers. Assistant coaches, Darrell Walls, Abraham Sakura, Will Dorsey, and Daniel Remy. And the head coach for the Providence Stallions is Mr. Tommy Balls. Now let's meet the non-starters for your Creekside Knights. Number 4, Nick Romeo. Number 7, Tavern Blanton. Number 8, Hunter Schlegel. Number 10, Matthew Bisham. Number 12, Jackson Kane. Number 15, Roman Baselli. Number 16, Quinn Wilfong. Number 17, Zach Jackson. Number 18, Hunter Zimmerman. Number 21, Josh Hubert. Number 22, Micah Henson. Number 23, Gavin Dupre. And number 24, Hudson Hyatt. And now let's meet the defensive starters for your Creekside Knights. In left field, number 1, Parker Morton. In center field, number 20, Sean Aschenfelder. In right field, number 9, Drew Williams. At third base, number 3, Connor Belizic. At shortstop, number 5, Ty Martineau. At second base, number 2, Aiden Benechek. At first base, number 14, Adam Harvey. Behind the plate tonight, number 13, Gavin Strunk. The designated hitter, number 19, Carson McFarland. And climbing the mound for the Creekside Knights, number 6, Michael Bishop. The Knights are coached by Robbie McCloskey, Darren Lester, Chris Angelo, Tony Mazzio, and the head coach for the Creekside Knights, Mr. Chris King. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the American flag flying in center field. Please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
it is time to play ball here on Schlick Sports as we get ready for Creekside and Providence. Time now to take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Troy Silhan with Bank of England Mortgage. First up, the starting nine for the Providence Stallions. Leading things off, Mason Wortman, the shortstop, followed by Andrew Johnson and Nick Oliveira. Cleaning things up, Nick Nualiatia, followed by Ryan Walls, Donovan Rabai, Landon Jones, Gavin Duba, and rounding things out is Jonas Wells. Taking a look now at the Knights lineup out on the field. Parker Morton getting the start in left. Sean Ashenfelder in center with Drew Williams out in right, making his second start of the season. On the infield, Connor Belizik, man in third base. Over at shortstop, Ty Martineau. Aiden Benechek in at second. Over at first, Adam Harvey. Behind the plate, Gavin Strump. And the man on the mound for Creekside, Michael Bysham. Bysham making his first start since his freshman year. He made one start against Buchholz. Everything else since then has been out of the bullpen, where he has been fantastic. The junior stands at 6'0", 170. This is his third appearance of the season. In his previous two, he's combined for 5 1/3 with a 1-0 record. The key stat, he struck out 8 while only walking 1. Opponents struggle to make good contact off of him. Strikes out a lot of batters while not walking many. He's got a fastball in the mid-80s with a changeup and a curveball in the low 70s. An effective figure out on the pitcher's mound. We'll see how he fares tonight in his start. Taking a look at the weather out here at Freedom Field. It's 66 degrees here at first pitch. Wind blowing east at 6 miles per hour. Not really too much of an effect over here at Freedom Field. And the sun going down here in a minute, where it's expected to get pretty chilly tonight. Already a chilly 66 degrees. As we get set for our start between Creekside and Providence. Bysham works out of the full windup. Deals in his first pitch. Taken for strike one. Mason Wortman, the first to greet Michael Bysham. The senior hit .407 in 29 games last season. He's got 2 RBIs in the first 5. He sends one high and deep down the left field side. That's foul. 0-2 now on Mason Wortman. Full windup. The 0-2 from Bysham. Grounded out to short, fielded by Martineau. The throw over to first is in time. 1 away in the top of the first inning.
For the Stallions, the center fielder,
Next up,
number 8,
Andrew Johnson. The senior center fielder. He hit .409 in 30 games last year, 20 RBIs. This is a Stallions team that can really hit the baseball. Presents a challenge for Bysham out on the mound. Lined, and it is past the diving Aiden Benechek into right. A base hit for Andrew Johnson. And the Stallions got a runner on with 1 away in the first inning.
Up for Providence, the first baseman, number 25, Nick Oliveira.
3 pitches for Michael Bysham. He's recorded an out. All 3 of them have been strikes, and that's kind of been the key for Creekside pitchers when it comes to success and failure at times this year. And these guys are controlling the zone, throwing strikes. They've all got good stuff that forces a lot of soft contact. But the big key for Creekside tonight, their defense has got to be able to back them up. This has been a huge issue for them in the past couple games. Cost them their loss against Bartram Trail. Another pickoff move back safely is Andrew Johnson. Creekside made a few key errors that allowed Bartram Trail to take the second of their 2-game set. Another pickoff move. Knights really worried about Andrew Johnson on first base. He's back safely again. And last night against First Coast, the errors piled up. 5 total in the game. Pitch misses to Oliveira, the first baseman. I had 6 errors, and that was what was originally scored for Creekside. Arguably could have been more. A lot of mistakes throwing the ball around on the field. In the end, Creekside's got to be better defensively, and you're seeing a different look from him. It's now 2-0 on Oliveira. You're seeing a different look out on the field. Connor Belizic getting the start at third in place of Carson McFarland, who's DHing for Creekside. The pitch low and away, 3-0. Michael Bysham, a guy who doesn't walk too many batters, only 1 in 5 1/3. He made a preseason start against Bishop Kenny, went 3 innings, only allowing 1 run. Throws a fastball down the middle, strike 1. Snap throw to first base from Gavin Strump. Not in time. Count moves to 3-1 with 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Runner on first, Johnson. That's the 5th pickoff move from Bysham out on the mound. Bysham in that start only allowed 1 hit. Walked 2, didn't strike out anybody. Runner goes, pitch outside, ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. And the next up to the plate is Nick Nualiatia.
Next up for the Stallions, designated hitter number 24, Nick Nualiatia.
You know, sometimes I do tongue twisters before the game. Nualiatia, that counts as one of them. That counts as like 4 tongue twisters in my opinion. That's a pretty fun one. There's Nualiatia, who's got runners on first and second with 1 away. Michael Bysham got a bear down on the mound. First pitch misses low to the DH for the Stallions. Set coming out of the stretch. Pitch inside, 2-0, and that will lead to a mound visit from Chris King. Creekside's head coach jogging out there to talk with Michael Bysham out on the mound. Batters this year against Bysham with runners in scoring position have yet to get a hit. Of course, that's going to happen here at some point, most likely. Bysham, a guy who thrives not just on the mound, but at the plate in big situations. Kind of turned into the Knights' closer this season. Been a late relief pitcher for a while. There's that first hit with runners in scoring position. Rounding third and staying there is Andrew Johnson. Bases loaded, 1 away. Nualiatia
Next up
keeps that inning going.
Baseman number 14, Ryan Walls.
1 out. 3 ducks on the pond. Corners in for Creekside. For Ryan Walls, the third baseman. First pitch to the sophomore. Misses outside. Good job by Gavin Strump staying in front of that one. 1-0. Bysham, after throwing 3 straight strikes to start off the start, has only thrown 2 since. 1-0 in for strike 1, ball and a strike on Ryan Walls. Bysham, a guy who commands the strike zone for the most part. 68% strike percentage this season. Just misses on that one, 2-1. Now he gets visited by his shortstop, Ty Martineau. Adam Harvey, the first baseman, in on the grass, along with Connor Belizic. Looking to turn 2 or get the force out at home. Time now called at the plate. Mind games being played out here. The 2-1 pitch. Outside ball 3. And the last thing Michael Bysham wants to do is walk in the first run of the game. Especially against a team like Providence. More on them in a minute. The 3-1. Fouled right back to us. 3-2. Count full. We got music from the softball field coming in the background. Senior night for them playing Sequoia Creek. Full count. Bysham set. Here comes. Swung on and missed. Big time strike 3. 2 outs. And the base is loaded.
Now a 2 down.
That brings up Donovan Rabai. Hoping to get the Stallions on the board. Bysham looking to escape the inning. Misses high with a changeup. 1-0. These teams got a lot of history against each other. However, last year was the first time they hadn't played since 2018. Fastball, strike 1. 1-1 count on Donovan Rabai, the left fielder. One inside, nearly got him. 2 balls and a strike. Mason Wortman led off the inning with a ground out, then single, walk, single. Bysham able to get Walls on the K. Now 2-1, he looks to escape the inning without a scratch. The 2-1. Hit him. Did he go? No, he did not. They're going to say, I think Creekside trying to argue it's off the bat, but it is in fact not. A run in, bases loaded, still for Providence. Rabai on first with the hit by pitch. Andrew Johnson scores. Stallions with the early lead. Landon Jones, the catcher, next up. He's got an RBI, 2 triples on the season. One of those could open up the scoring big time in the first inning. Fastball just misses. That was the first run of the season allowed by Michael Bysham. Fastball foul back, 1-1. Bysham set. Curveball fouled away. Count moves to 2 strikes. Bases jammed, 1 in the top of the first for Providence. The 1-2. Just high. 2 ball, 2 strikes. On the number 7 hitter, Landon Jones. Set the pitch. Got him! A late call for strike number 3. Bysham gets Jones looking to retire the side, but damage inflicted. Providence able to get 1 home in the top of the first inning. First chance for Creekside coming up next. You're watching Creekside Knights Baseball on Schlick Sports.
They are back together again and talking sports in Jacksonville. Brent Martineau and former Jags player Austin Lane from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. on all the social media platforms, and for the first time ever in Jacksonville, a 24/7 streaming network. It's Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Download the Action News Jacks Now app and get sports all day, every day. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Google TV, and many other platforms. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 and the new Brent and Austin Show, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Back now at Freedom Fields, Creekside High School, as we take a look at the Creekside starting lineup, brought to you by Troy Silhan with Bank of England Mortgage. Leading things off for the night, Sean Aschenfelder, followed by Connor Belizik and Ty Martineau in the DH spot. And in the cleanup role is Carson McFarland. Drew Williams bats fifth, followed by Michael Bysham, Adam Harvey, and Gavin Strump. Rounding things out at the plate is Parker Morton. And down on the field, taking the mound for Providence, Kyle Powers, the JU commit. The big lefty stands at 6'2", 200. The senior's got a fastball in the high 80s along with a curveball that sat consistently at 69 according to Perfect Game. Also mixes in a slider and a change. Missed on his first pitch to Sean Aschenfelder. 1-0 count on the night's center fielder. And after ball one, a little visit from the catcher, Landon Jones. Creekside against First Coast last night managed 8 hits, but only got 1 run home. They've been good with the bats so far this year, but base running at times has hurt them. Count 1-1 after the foul ball from Aschenfelder, who's off to a tremendous start to the season. Hitting .423 OPS, over 1,000. He's got a home run and 7 RBIs. Two-one, full windup. That one into left, right at the left fielder, Rabbi. Good contact, but in the end, out number 1. Time now to take a look at the fielding alignment for the Providence Stallions. Out in left field, Donovan Rabbi just made the catch. In center, Andrew Johnson, Gavin Duva out in right. On the infield, Ryan Walls, the third baseman. Mason Wortman at short, Jonas Wells at second. Nick Oliveira, the first baseman. Landon Jones behind the plate. That one was bounced for strike 1. Coming off the bat of Connor Belizik. Of course, Kyle Powers out on the mound. Powers has made 2 starts this season. Took the week off last week. Strike 1 to Belizik. Oh, 2. Fouled away. Still 2 strikes. Oh, that one got him in the head. That could not have felt good for Connor Belizik. But he does reach first base, so 1 on, 1 out for Creekside. That brings up Ty Martineau, who's off to a red-hot start.
Shortstop, number 5, Ty Martineau.
I do stand corrected, as Powers did start exactly a week ago. That was against Grisham out of Alabama. His starts have come against University Christian and Grisham. First pitch to Martineau in there for a strike. Another foul ball. Quickly 0-2 on Ty Martineau. Providence enters this game at 3-2. Both losses came in the perfect game high school showdown in Alabama. The first of those was against Grisham in that start from Powers, in which he had a good appearance, back safely at first as Belizik. Went 7 innings, 8 hits, allowed 4 runs, 2 of them earned. Just 4 strikeouts, 1 walk on the line. This time out looking to probably limit the amount of hits. Also cut down on some of those runs as it's 0-2. Martineau back into the box. Another pickoff move. Back safely again. Connor Belizik. Creekside's always been an aggressive team on the base paths. Again, 1-on-1 out. 0-2. Belizik goes. Curveball is chopped foul down the first base side. Another pitch for Ty Martineau forthcoming. Creekside down 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Providence able to load the bases up and score on a hit by pitch. The 0-2 offering, slap to third, throw to second is into right field. Belizik on his way to third. Martineau stays put at first. Runners to the corners with 1 away. A big mistake there by Ryan Walls at third base. That brings up the DH, McFarland.
Now stepping to the plate for the Creekside Knights. Tonight's designated hitter, number 19, Carson McFarland.
I was talking with PA announcer here at Creekside, Rick Kane, last night about there's a lot of mistakes made in these high school games. Each team's going to make a few, but the team that wins, if you commit less mistakes and if you make the other team pay for theirs. This is a situation where Creekside against the News 4 Jackson number 2 team in the Super 6, they got a chance to make him pay. Tying run on third, go-ahead run on first in the bottom of the first. McFarland looking to come through for the Creekside Knights. First pitch inside. 1-0 to the Knights DH. McFarland so far this season batting 188. Getting on base at the 458 mark. Curveball just misses 2-0. If you're McFarland here, you're just waiting on the fastball. Going back in the zone. And that's one that a hitter like McFarland would be looking to jump on. There's the fastball. Or no, that looked like the slider that dipped inside. Taken second is Martineau, so 2 into scoring position for Creekside. Coming off the error from the third baseman, Walls. .3-0 count on McFarland. The pitch. Swung on, foul tip, strike 1. McFarland had the all-clear sign on 3-0. Got the fastball. Couldn't do anything with it. Now on 3-1, we'll see where Powers goes on the mound. He's set. The pitch. Curveball out in front of it, McFarland. Good pitch, strike two. McFarland's just got to get this one in play. Infield playing in their normal spots. Full count. Power set. Time called at the plate by McFarland. One out in the bottom of the first. Creekside's got the tying run on third. Go ahead on second. The 3-2. Inside, ball four. Hit by pitch. An error, and now bases loaded for Creekside. Just an inning after Providence able to do the same. The Stallions were only able to get one run in. Can Creekside do the same and potentially add a couple more? Drew Williams batting fifth in the lineup for Creekside today. He's 1 for 3 on the season. Doubled last night against First Coast and now finds himself in a big first inning spot. Fouls one back, strike one. On deck is Michael Bysham, the pitcher. Corners in for Providence. The 0-1. In the dirt, staying put Belichick at third base. He had a big jump, was way down the line. Had to slide back in at third. Ball and a strike on Drew Williams. The junior making his second start of the season. The 1-1. Fly ball down the right field side. In foul ground, it is going to fall for strike two. It's probably for the best. Duva, the right fielder, was in pursuit, but if he caught that, then Belichick's most likely scoring from third base. Powers looking for a big timeout, number 2. He's got Williams in a 1-2 hole. Spikes the fastball, heading for the plate is Belichick. He is in there on the wild pitch. Creekside has tied it back up. Providence scores on a hit by pitch. Creekside on a wild pitch. 2 in scoring position still for Creekside. As McFarland advances to second, Martineau to third. 2-2 on Drew Williams. Good job laying off. That had a lot of late break on it. Goes below the zone, 3-2. Powers set. Payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded back to short. Fielded cleanly to throw to first is in time. Staying on the bag is Oliveira, but scoring on the fielder's choice is Martineau. Creekside takes the 2-1 lead. Great job by Drew Williams there. Just getting the ball in play. Did his job. Got another run home.
Now batting with 2 away for the Knights.
Up next, Michael Bysham.
Michael Bysham.
McFarland on third. And now a chance to extend the lead in the bottom of the first. Showing bunt. He gets it down. Powers fields. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So Michael Bysham trying to lay down a bunt to get the run home. He does so unsuccessfully, but Creekside able to score 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. On to the second. Creekside with a 1-run lead.
Attention sports fans of Southwest Jacksonville. Are you prepared to defend against the greatest opponent of our time? I'm not talking about a rival team. I'm talking about cyber threats. Did you know that in 2023, over 60% of small to mid-sized businesses experienced a cyber attack, and only 14% were considered prepared to handle the attack? Don't let one setback sideline your success. Here to help is CMIT Solutions of Southwest Jacksonville. your local IT managed services provider for small to mid-sized businesses in and around Southwest Jax. Tune in to our free podcast on cybersecurity, where we break down the complex threats in just 15 minutes per episode. Make the most of your drive time and defend your business like a champion. Stay safe, stay secure. Find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@CMITSWJax.
Top of the second inning on Schlick Sports. An eventful first inning as Providence and Creekside each able to load the bases, and Creekside able to plate two, while the Stallions only able to get one in on Michael Bysham. He's got 8-9-1 due up to face him in the second inning, looking to settle in a little bit more after a very busy first inning for him. Gavin Duva, the right fielder, takes strike one at the plate. Next pitch catches the zone, 0-2. Full windup to Duva. He got him on 3 pitches. And that is exactly, if you're Creekside, how you want to see Michael Bysham respond to that first inning. He was able to work out of the 1-out, bases loaded jam, only allowing 1 run, which he had a guy in a 2-1 count. Hit him with a pitch that allowed the run to score. Bysham responds to that eventful first inning with a 3-pitch strikeout right there. Gets Wells looking at strike one. He was showing bunt, pulled back, pitch count, caught the outside. Curveball, a beautiful pitch, strike 2. And now Bysham looking for out number 2. Full windup, here comes. Fastball, just missed. Think that one is going to be called a little high. A little high and outside. 1-2. Try to get him to chase the curveball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, count back even. Second baseman, Jonas Wells. Miss again. That's the same spot as the first pitch that we thought was strike 3. That one just a little up and away. Can't lose him on an 0-2 count. And he does. Pitch low for ball 4. Gavin Strump seems to disagree with the call. He threw it down to first base.
Providence rolls back to the top of the
Creekside
order.
doesn't seem to agree with it either from their bench. Back to the top of the order, Mason Wortman. I believe there are probably 3 of those balls could have been called strikes, but they were close. Strike 1 on Wortman. He grounded out to shortstop to lead off the game in the first. Wells with a good-sized lead at first base. Foul ball, strike 2. 0-2 count on Mason Wortman, a dangerous hitter up at the plate. He's back into the right-handed batter's box. Pickoff move to first. Keeping Wells honest, he's back safely. Another throw over, and again, Safe at first is Wells. Set from the stretch. Runner stays put. Bisham misses just outside. That was a pitch that last night was getting called a strike. Just the zone was extending a little bit to the outside part of the plate. A little bit of a tight zone as the runner goes. Pitch popped up. Right side in pursuit. Adam Harvey, the first baseman, trying to catch it over the shoulder. Couldn't haul it in. Still a 1-2 count on Wortman. That was a tough play for Harvey. Got a glove on it, though. Close. Pickoff move, again, safe is Wells. Wortman, the leadoff man, got 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the season. He's got some pop in that bat. Another pickoff move, and again, safe. Bisham looking for out number 2. Runner goes, pitch low for ball 2. Wells to second on the stolen base. Count even 2-2. That fastball's been working in the zone, I feel like. I just put it over the plate. Two-two. In on the hands, fights it off. Lives to see another pitch. Looking back, the runner at second, Bisham. Control has not been an issue for Michael Bisham for the most part during his Creekside career, but it's been a struggle tonight so far. 2 walks already. Pitch count getting up there. 2-2, fouled back. These Providence hitters fighting long at bats. That pitch count for Michael Bisham up at 43. We're sitting with 1 on, 1 out in the top of the second. Creekside with the 2-1 lead. The 2-2 again. Swung on, foul tip. Strump can't bring it in. Another pitch coming to Mason Wortman. Another 2-strike pitch. Up high, ball 3. Count full. Andrew Johnson on deck. Again, the 3-2. Just missed for ball 4. Runners on first and second for the Stallions.
Is the center fielder, number 8.
Great at bat there from Mason Wortman. Jonas Wells had a good battle as well, was 0-2, ended up on first base. Now at second. That was a great at bat though. Wortman able to foul a bunch of pitches off. Just wait him out. It's on to Johnson, who singled in the first and scored the Stallions' first run of the game. 2 ducks on the pond, 1 out. Showing bunt, gets it down the third base line, and it is going to be a bunt single. Perfect bunt for Andrew Johnson. Bases loaded again. Oliveira the next up. He walked in the first.
Now batting for Providence, the first baseman, number 25, Nick Oliveira.
Oliveira's got 4 ribbies so far this season. Tying run on third for the Stallions. Go-ahead run on second after Creekside took the lead in the first. Same situation for Bisham. 1 out, bases loaded. Fastball misses. He's not getting those outside calls. It's 1-0. Just misses again. 2 balls, no strikes. Another 2-0, called strike. Two one, foul back, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Oliveira. Bisham's been attacking the outside part of the plate. That's been the game plan. Some calls he's getting, some calls he hasn't. We'll see what they do on 2-2. Another fastball. This actually cuts away last second on the outside part of the play. It gets Oliveira swinging for out number 2. We got bases loaded, 2 gone.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 24. Nick.
And Nualiatia, the DH. Bases loaded. 2 away in the top of the second. Creekside with a 1-run lead early on. They wanted to stay that way. Nualiatia singled in the first. Takes a pitch inside, nearly hit him. And that's how the first run scored for the Stallions. Bisham wasn't looking for that to happen again. 1-0. Fastball. Strike 1. Ball and a strike on Nualiatia. Slider gets away. 2-1. Gavin Strump doing a good job behind the plate. Staying in front of some balls in the dirt. Two 2-1 pitch. Swung on and into left field. That will tie it up. Heading for the plate. The throw will not get to home. Nualiatia with the 2-run single. Providence back on top. It's 3-2. Wells scoring from third. Wortman scoring from second. Andrew Johnson over to second on the play. Still 2 outs in the inning. Now it's the 5 spot. Ryan Walls. Runner breaking for third. Throw down from Strump. Wide of the bag. Good job. Belizik able to reach back, backhand it, and keep it on the infield. Otherwise, that run might have scored. Johnson to third. Staying put was Nualiatia over on first base. I love how much I'm getting to say that name. 1-0. Misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes on Ryan Walls. Fouled away. Strike 1. Nick Romeo heading out to the bullpen to get warm. Curveball misses away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Creekside kind of working a little in reverse tonight. Bisham, who's normally a late inning guy with the start, and Nick Romeo, who's normally a starter, looks to be the one who will come out of the pen. 3-1, just missing ball 4. Michael Bysham, in his previous 2 appearances, only walked 1.
Next up for Providence, the left
This
fielder,
time,
number 5, Donovan
in 1
Rabbi.
2/3, he's now walked 4 and hit 1 as well. It's 5 free bases for the Providence Stallions. Fastball, called strike 1. Rabbi was hit by a pitch in the first that allowed the first run of the night to score for Providence. They're looking to add on to their lead after finding it again here in the top of the 2nd inning. Fastball misses high. Ball and a strike, and Gavin Strump will go have a quick chat with Michael Bysham on the mound. Next pitch in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs and 2 in the top of the 2nd inning. Bases still loaded. And that got him for the 2nd time tonight. Donovan Rabbi hit by a pitch to score a run. That brings in Johnson. It's now 4-3 Providence. Nualiatia, 4-2.
Number 1, Landon Jones.
Nualiatia to 3rd. Ryan Walls to 2nd. Rabbi on 1st. Landon Jones struck out to end the 1st. He's looking to keep this thing going in the 2nd. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled back. 2 strikes on Jones. Michael Bysham now at 67 pitches in the 2nd inning. 0-2, fought off. Still 2 strikes on Landon Jones. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up, foul ground, Gavin Strump. Not going to get to it. No, that is dangerously close to the camera. Everything okay? Okay, it looks like the equipment that I've spent my life savings on is safe, and my cameraman has caught a foul ball. Another 2-strike pitch down the left field line. Fair ball. That's going to score at least 2. Runners to 1st and 2nd. This thing blown wide open. 6-2 in the 2nd inning. Providence adding on. And that's going to be it for Michael Bysham. After the 2-run single, he exits a rough outing here with 2 away in the top of the 2nd. That'll bring in Nick Romeo. 6-2, Providence leads when we return on Schlick Sports.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. 6-2 Providence with the lead as Nick Romeo enters out of the pen for Creekside. He's got runners on first and second with 2 gone, 5 in already. The top of the second inning. Creekside was able to plate 2 in the first, but now down 4. They need to get out of this inning and get some runs back. Romeo threw 107 pitches just 6 days ago. It's Gavin Duva who led off the inning. First to face him, he swings and misses. Strike 1. Taking a look at Romeo. Stands at 6'0", 185. The junior throws a fastball, changeup, curveball, cutter. 1-1 count on Duva, the right fielder. Pickoff move to first. That's down towards the bullpen. Rounding third, staying put is Ryan Walls. That's Rabbi E. Got a lot of base runners in this inning. Hard to keep up with them on the scorebook. Runners now to second and third. 1-1 count. Romeo needs to get this out. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Some words of encouragement for Romeo from the catcher Strump and from the Creekside dugout. The 1-2, low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. Mayo gonna step off. Got him! Swinging at strike 3. Romeo comes in, gets the out, but not before Providence plates 5 in the top of the second. Creekside down 6-2 when we return from Freedom Field.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Back now for the bottom of the second inning. Creekside down 4 to Providence after the Stallions able to plate 5 in the top half of the second. Adam Harvey will lead things off for the Knights. They got 6, 7, 8 due up in the bottom of the second inning. Not a typical second inning scoreline right here. As Harvey fouls one away, strike 1. There's strike 2. Kyle Powers on the mound. Was able to semi-escape without too much damage after being in a one-out bases loaded situation as Harvey smacks one the opposite way, base hit. Knights got a runner on, nobody out. That brings up the catcher, Strump.
Next up for the Knights.
Creekside scored on a wild pitch and a fielder's choice. Down 4 now to the Stallions. Strump, Morton, and top of the order. Creekside would love to get a run back after the leadoff single. Earn some momentum back in this ballgame. First pitch to Strump, called strike 1. Curveball, great looking pitch, 0-2. Final line on Creekside starting pitcher Michael Bysham. Goes 1 2/3, allowing 5 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not the outing he was hoping for in his second career start. 0-2 on Strump. Curveball fought off down the third base side. He stays alive. Two count. Powers has got 4 pitches he can go to. We'll see what he decides to go with on this 0-2 pitch. It's fought off. That looked like the slider. Still 2 strikes on Gavin Strump after back-to-back 2-strike foul balls. We'll see if he goes further out of the zone or attacks him with a fastball after a couple off-speed pitches. Runner goes, pitch fought off, actually. That was weird. Harvey kind of went and stopped. Strump fouls off his 3rd straight 2-strike pitch. Again, 0-2. Powers set. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, got him with the fastball. 1 on, 1 out for Creekside. Parker Morton next up for the Knights.
That'll bring up tonight's left fielder number 1, Parker Morton.
Morton so far this season 0 for 3 with 2 walks. Runner goes. Harvey actually does that same thing. Starts, then stops, goes back to the base. Pitch a ball to Morton. He was showing bunt, pulled back. 1-0. One on, 1 out. There's strike 1 to Parker Morton, the left fielder tonight for Creekside. Morton, the junior, getting the outfield start. The 3rd left fielder for Creekside in as many games. At least starting, it goes more than that. If you count substitutes. Foul tip. Strike 2 on Morton. Back-to-back strikeouts would be huge for Powers, keeping that runner at first. Runner goes. Pitch fought off. Again, we'll do the 1-2. Not the cleanest of starts so far for Kyle Powers. This will be pitch number 40. Back up the middle, that's down for a base hit. Harvey making the turn, staying put at second. Runners on first and second, back to the top of the order for Creekside and Sean Aschenfelder. Beautiful display of 2-strike hitting right there by Morton, able to fight off a pitch, keep that count going, and and just takes it right back up the middle for a solid base hit, his first of the season. Two on for Aschenfelder. First pitch takes it, catching the inside corner. Strike one. This is where Creekside has got to make something happen. They got the top of the order up, 2 on, 1 out. If they want to win this ball game, this is a situation like this where they need to make something happen. As Aschenfelder takes a very close strike two. Oh, 2. Aschenfelder takes down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him now. Connor Belizik on deck for the Knights. He reached on a hit by pitch just an inning ago in the first. Aschenfelder bounces one off the plate, then goes foul down the third base line. Staying alive with 2 strikes. Aschenfelder so far this season, 7 RBIs, 3 extra base hits. Looking to get something down in the outfield here. Slaps one the other way. Foul out of play down the right field side. The Knights battling. Providence also has been really good with 2 strikes in this game. Pickoff move to second. Harvey back a little too close for comfort. That was a quick pickoff move from Powers. Almost had Harvey. Focusing his attention back on Aschenfelder. Here comes. That one slapped foul down the left field side. Chopped it just past Chris King and the third base side. Aschenfelder entered the game hitting .423 through his first 6. The 1-2. Missed inside and it hit him. Aschenfelder to first. That was a curveball that came in and got his back foot. Bases juiced. How about that? Now in each of the first 4 half innings, both teams have loaded the bases. Offense on display, and a mound visit for Kyle Powers on the mound. Being visited by Coach Tommy Boss in his second year as head coach at Providence. Was hired in June 2022 in place of Mac Makiewicz. He led Providence to a 25-5 season. In his first season as head coach, made a trip to the state semifinals, and he is a really good coach. Former pitching coach at UNF. He knows what he's doing out here. Talking in pregame, just observing. They got different things set up here, tracking their analytics, their stats, taking it very seriously.
Now batting for the Knights.
He's got the Stallions looking good again this year. Right here, bases loaded for Belizik. First pitch swinging, fights it off. 0-1 count. Belizik was hit by a pitch in an 0-2 spot in the first. Belizik's been off to a really nice start for Creekside so far this year. The one area that he's got to improve on a little bit as the season goes on is another foul ball, 0-2, is how much he's striking out. Now, 41% K rate through the first 6. Obviously, that'll straighten out as the season goes on, but we'll see more balls in play outside of the hits. See if the freshman can come up, representing the tying run at the plate. He fouls another one off. Another two-strike battle going on with the bases loaded. One away, bottom of the second. 6-2, Providence leads after their 5-run top half of the second. Another two-strike offering, another foul ball. This one skying down the right field side. The Stallions gonna let it drop in the Creekside bullpen. You gotta imagine Kyle Powers gotta be frustrated a little bit on the mound. All these two-strike pitches that hitters just keep on fouling away. His pitch count up over 50 now. Knights getting to this real tough lefty starter. Another 0-2. This one is line caught at third base. That's a double play to end the inning. Ryan Walls flashing the leather, jumps up, catches it, just stays in the glove. Robin Belizik of a big-time single into left at least steps on the bag to get Harvey at third, and that will take us to the third inning. Still 6-2 Stallions.
They are back together again and talking sports in Jacksonville. Brent Martineau and former Jags player Austin Lane from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. on all the social media platforms, and for the first time ever in Jacksonville, a 24/7 streaming network. It's Action Sports Jax 24/7. Download the Action News Jax Now app and get sports all day, every day. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Google TV, and many other platforms. Action Sports Jax 24/7 and the new Brent and Austin Show, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Top of the third inning now. Providence has got 9-1-2 in the third inning. They lead 6-2 over Creekside, and what a play to end that inning. Bottom of the second, Creekside had the bases loaded, one out. Connor Belozic did an amazing job. Great contact on an 0-2 count. That could have been extra bases down the line. There's strike two to Wells. But the third baseman, Ryan Walls, jumping up and just barely keeping it in his glove, taking away a big-time hit from Belizik and stepping on third base for the force. Out number 3, escaping without any runs on the board as Romeo just barely misses. 2-2. 2-2 offering, down and in, count runs full. And we've seen 2 more, just close pitches on the outside. Feel like the zone it's leaning a little more. The pitches inside are getting called, and on the outside it's been really inconsistent. Creekside still trying to find that outside part of the zone. Romeo fires, swung on, miss, strike 3. 1 out to start the third inning. And that brings us back to the top of the order for Providence.
The shortstop, number 10, Mason Wortman.
Wortman is 0 for 1, reached on a walk and scored last inning. Takes a pitch down for ball one. Down the right field line, it's fair. Wortman digging for two. Fielded by Williams. Throw is wild into left field. There to back it up, though, Morton. Sigh of relief for Creekside that Morton was in place to keep that one. It was a powerful throw, but way off second. Wortman in with a stand-up double.
Next up for the Stallions, center fielder number 8, Andrew Johnson.
That brings up Johnson, who's 2 for 2, 2 singles. Runner in scoring position. 4-run advantage for Providence in the top of the third inning. First pitch. Catches the zone to Andrew Johnson. Hitters have been hitting tonight. Between the two teams, we already got 8 hits in the top of the third. Providence with 6 of them. Romeo looking back. Wortman, who didn't have too big of a lead out at second. Knight's worried about another potential steal of third. 1 on, 1 out, 0-1. Pulling back the bunt is Johnson. Pitch barely misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Showing bunt, getting it down on the inside. Johnson fouls it away. To the backstop, 1-2. 2 strikes, we'll see if he's still trying to bunt. Belizik on the infield dirt, making sure Wortman doesn't take third base. Harvey in his regular spot at first, that infield wide open. He swings away with 2 strikes, pops it foul down the left field side, out of play. Still 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, up and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Romeo's got to bear down here. Attack the zone. Don't want to see this get to 3-2. Foul back to the netting. Johnson keeps on fighting. Again, the 2-2. Down and away. Count full. Johnson battling at the plate. Already mentioned he's got 2 singles today. Hit up at .409 last year. The 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Stallions. Now Oliveira, who's 0 for 1, walk and a strikeout for him. Matt Bysham, another Creekside starter, going to get ready in the bullpen. Romeo currently at 22 pitches. Down and in on Oliveira. 1-0. Romeo set. big 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. That's a big strike for Romeo. You fall down 2-0 with 2 on, 1 out. To a 3-hole hitter like Oliveira. That's dangerous territory. Fouls another one away. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Nick Oliveira. Both teams struggling to generate much swing and miss tonight. The 1-2. High fly ball to left field, ranging back. It is off the top of the wall. 2 runs are going to score Oliveira into second. It is 8-2 Providence. And the hits just keep on coming.
Next up for the Stallions,
8 runs on 7 hits.
Number 24, Nick.
Just one of those nights for the Providence Stallions. Everything clicking for them offensively. Down the right field line, that's going to score another. Nualiatia with the RBI single. 9-2 Stallions over Creekside.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 14, Ryan Walls.
Ryan Walls, after making a fantastic catch to end the bottom of the second. The next up for Providence. Gavin Strump back to home plate after meeting with Romeo on the mound. One on, 1 out. Strike 1 to Ryan Walls. 9-2 in the top of the 3rd inning. Romeo will step off. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. 2 strikes on Walls. And this is where Pontevedra has been able to make their money. 2 strikes, not falling. What did I say this time? Did I say Pontevedra? Where did that come from? I genuinely have no idea why I said Pontevedra. That's going to play with me for a little bit. 1-2. Foul tip, strike 3, throw down to first. Not in time. 2 down now in the top of the 3rd inning. Rabbi E has been hit by a pitch twice. Scored a run both times, the Stallions. One on, 2 away, and there's ball 1 to Rabbi E. On the 1-0, swinging strike. Runner on first, 2 away. 4 in. Or 3 in the top of the 3rd. Ground ball, second base, Benechek fields. Quick throw to first in time for out number 3. Ponte Vedra tacks on 3 more. They lead 9-2 over Creekside, entering the bottom half of the third.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Back now for the bottom half of the third inning. Creekside down 9-2 to Ponte Vedra. I said it again. To Providence. Ty Martineau, the 3-hole hitter, leading things off for the Knights. In the bottom of the third, this Knights offense, they've been good. They've been getting runners on, loaded the bases in the first and second innings. Next pitch misses 1-1. High chopper to short. Wortman throw to first just in time, a little wild. Oliveira making a nice play, keeping the foot on the base. For out number 1, that brings up McFarland.
That'll bring up the designated hitter number 19, Carson McFarland.
McFarland reached on a walk his first time up. This has just not been Creekside's night. Struggling to find outs when they need them. McFarland line drive right at the third baseman, Ryan Walls. 2 quickly gone for the Knights in the third. Drew Williams, the next up for Creekside. Scored on a field. Creekside scored on a fielder's choice from him his last time up. After 2 quick outs, bottom of the third. Williams looking to help get Creekside back into this ball game. These teams got a lot of history against each other. We mentioned earlier, Providence leads the all-time series 7-5. Won 4 straight against the Knights. Creekside hasn't beat them since 2017 when they won 3-1. Williams skies one to right. Coming in on it is Duva. He makes the catch for out number 3. The Knights go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. They trail by 7. We head to the top of the fourth. And it looks like we'll have another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, when we return.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Fourth inning, 9-2 ball game. Providence over Creekside. We got another pitching change for you, brought to you by Brightway Insurance. The Baselli Agency into the game now for Creekside is Matt Bisham in relief of Nick Romeo. Third pitcher in for the Knights. Is in the top of the fourth. They trail Providence by a score of 9-2. Final line for Romeo went 1 1/3. Found 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, along with 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Full windup from Bisham. Fires a nice pitch outside. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Bisham, sophomore, stands at 6'0", 175, throws a sinker, changeup, slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes after that pitch. Full windup. Another 2-strike offering fouled away. It's kind of been the story of the game for Creekside's pitching, for even Kyle Powers. It's been tough to get hitters out with 2 strikes. A lot of foul balls. There's another. Still 2-2. Looking for out number 1 in the inning. Foul tip. Not caught by Bisham. It's off his front pad. It looks like his knee pad. So still 2-2. It's Gavin Duva. Excuse me, Landon Jones. Two pitch. Line to left. Base hit. Jones in with the leadoff single in the 4th.
Next up for Providence, the right fielder, number 3, Gavin Duva.
That brings up Duva, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Into the game on the
Pinch
bases,
running.
number 23, Connor Tran.
Connor Tran for the catcher Jones. Pickoff move to first, back safely is Tran. Looks like another Creekside Knight up in the bullpen, Micah Henson. Bisham fires, misses away. 1-0 pickoff move. Throw is a little high. The move had Tran leaning towards second base, had a chance to get him. Instead, still 1-0. Nobody out, run on first. Trying again, Bisham. Again, back safely, Tran. Looks him back, and again, Tran diving into first. 1-0 pitch gets to the backstop. Tran to second. Runner into scoring position. 2-0 count. Nobody out. Bisham, it's a little quick conference from Gavin Strump. Creekside down by 7, staring right down their 3rd loss in a row. In the 7th inning against Bartram Trail, they look to have that one in the bag before allowing 3 runs, tying it up in that inning, losing it in the 10th. Strike 1, 2-1 now. Last night against First Coast, it was a good battle between the two, but mistakes on the base paths and on the field led to a First Coast 3-1 victory. Another pitch just misses, 3-1. If they lose this, it wouldn't just be their 3rd straight, but would have lost 4 of their last 5. Count runs full on Duva. They got the first win against Bartram Trail and lost the game before that to a really good North Gwinnett team out of Atlanta. North Gwinnett came back. Pop fly, right center field. Ashenfelder, the center fielder, comes over to grab it. 1 away. So 1 out, runner on second base for Providence.
Number 7, Jonas Wells.
That brings up Wells, the second baseman, with 1 away, 1 on base. Creekside in that game against North Gwinnett, they were leading 6-3. Bulldogs able to put up 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Won that one by a score of 7-6. All those games, Creekside has lost by 2 runs or less. This one, Providence blowing the Knights out so far. Nice slider finds the zone. 0-2 on Jonas Wells. The 0-2 offering. Caught the zone, strike 3. After the leadoff single, fly out, strikeout looking, 2 gone.
To the top of the order for the Stallions.
That brings up the leadoff man, Wortman.
Mason Wortman.
Wortman 1 for 2 with the double and a walk. Grounded out to short back in the 1st. Slider kicks away from Strump, advancing to 3rd is Landon Jones, courtesy runner Tran. 1-0 count. Pitch number 20 in the inning coming up for Matt Bisham. It's a slider, misses low, 2-0. Ball chop foul down the 3rd base line. Two one. Runner on 3rd, 2 away. Another foul ball. Count runs to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bisham will step off. Set. Another 2-strike pitch. Fouled away. Creekside has not been bad offensively in this game. Bisham thought he had strike 3. He in fact did not. Wortman checked his swing, 3-2. Knights got to get out of this inning and get some runs up on the board. 3-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th. Our score, Providence 9, Creekside 2.
Attention sports fans of Southwest Jacksonville. Are you prepared to defend against the greatest opponent of our time? I'm not talking about a rival team. I'm talking about cyber threats. Did you know that in 2023, over 60% of small to mid-sized businesses experienced a cyber attack, and only 14% were considered prepared to handle the attack? Don't let one setback sideline your success. Here to help is CMIT Solutions of Southwest Jacksonville, your local IT managed services provider for small to mid-sized businesses in and around Southwest Jacks. Tune in to our free podcast on cybersecurity, where we break down the complex threats in just 15 minutes per episode. Make the most of your drive time and defend your business like a champion. Stay safe, stay secure. Find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@CMITSWJacks.
Bottom of the 4th inning now is Creekside looking to string something together. Matt Bisham, the pitcher, hitting as he fouls that one away. It's Kyle Powers. Creekside loaded the bases in both the 1st and 2nd innings. Got 2 home in the 1st, and then Ryan Walls made a terrific play at 3rd that changed the course of this game. In the 2nd, a double play on a line drive. It's now 0-2 on Matt Bisham. 0-2 offering. Fouled away. Bisham stays alive. Powers coming off of a 1-2-3 inning. Hoping that he settled in that frame. Creekside looking to get back to where they were those first 2 innings. This one in between the 5-6 hole. Gloved by Walls. Good throw to first in time for out number 1. That brings up Adam Harvey. Harvey singled the lead off the 2nd.
First baseman number 14.
Getting the start at first base after Tavern Blansett was there last night for Creekside. Full windup. First pitch fouled off by Adam Harvey. Harvey, the senior, entered the game hitting .333. Swings and misses at strike 2, 0-2. Creekside traveling to Kingsland, Georgia to take on Camden County tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Camden County, a team that's been struggling so far this season big time. I was hoping to get back on track against them if they can't do so tonight. It's Harvey down swinging 0-2. Go the Knights here in the
Next up for the Knights.
bottom of the 4th inning.
Number
2
13,
down. Gavin Strump the next up for Creekside. Powers with a big-time lead. Looks confident out on the mound. Providence jumps out to that 6-2 lead, that big play, and then adding 3 in the top of the third. Powers, he's got confidence. He's got the cushion. He's got Creekside feeling demoralized and I'm sure starting to get desperate out there as well. 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Full windup, next pitch to Strump. Takes one that just misses. Ball 1. Morton on deck. Curveball grounded to third, charging on it. Walls throws to first is wild. Strump takes the turn. Helmet falls off as he's in at second base. That throw, I think, was rushed a little bit from Ryan Walls. Fired it on the run sidearm. Might have had a little more time than he thought. Ends up allowing Strump to get to second base on the play. Parker Morton, who's 1 for 1 with a single in the second.
Parker Morton.
Looking to get the Knights back on the board with a runner in scoring position.
Into the game on the bases, number 17, Zach Jackson.
Zach Jackson will run for Strump. First pitch misses. 1-0. I feel like once the Knights have gotten Powers into the stretch, they've been a little more effective at the plate. Key stat this year for Creekside is that one blooped into right field. That's down for a base hit. Jackson to the plate. The throw got him at the plate. And Jackson is in pain. And then Coach Chris King, some big words to the umpires. That was a close play. Jackson extended that knee. And that will end the inning. 9-2, we enter the 5th.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Top of the 5th inning now. 9-2, and after the close play at the plate, Zach Jackson got helped off by the athletic training staff. Hope he ends up being okay. Who's leading things off is Andrew Johnson, top of the 5th inning, 9-2. Providence leads Creekside. 1-1 pitch, sky down the left field side. Foul out of play. Count moves to 1-2. Creekside coach Chris King with quite a few words for the umpires during that break. I think that was a bang play at the plate, but looking back at it, Jackson was out. Really good call at the plate, but I think that was just emotion boiling over for King. As been a lot of calls throughout the game, especially on balls and strikes that have not gone Creekside's way, been a little inconsistent. Knights have expressed their frustrations with that throughout the night. And on a play like that, where it's close, it doesn't go your way, you wanted to let him know about it. Fly ball to center field. Catch made by Aschenfelder, one gone in the top of the 5th.
And now with one away, that'll bring up the first baseman, number 25, Nick Oliveira.
That brings up Oliveira. First baseman, 1 for 2, also reaching on a walk in this game. Had a 2-run double in the 3rd. Foul ball. Strike 1 to him. One fought off. Strike 2 to him. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped up the middle. Benechek gonna glove it, throw to first. Not gonna be in time. That is just perfect contact from Oliveira in a soft contact way up the middle. Took a hop over Bysham and took a long time to get to the middle infielders, allowing Oliveira to reach safely at first on the single. Nualiatia, who's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. The next up with 1 on, 1 out.
Into the game on the bases, number 19, Sawyer Chavette.
Chavette gonna run for Oliveira at first. One on, 1 out. Nualiatia takes strike 1 as he represents what could end up being a big run for Providence. Pickoff move to first. A close bang play over at first base. Chavette back just in time. Creekside not happy with it. Looked like he got in. A close play. 0-1 goes the opposite direction for a base hit. That brings up Ryan Walls, who represents the what would be the mercy rule run. It's 10 after 5. If Walls were to score along with the other 2 on base, and then
into the game on the bases is
Knights held
17,
scoreless in the 5th, that would end it. Yeah, if the Knights go down, no runs on the board, that ends the 5th. Creekside had a very similar looking game with Providence their last time out against them. They're playing at Providence. That was a nightmare of a day for me as a broadcaster, as a cell tower went out in the middle of the broadcast and I lost connection. Came back in the middle of the game as that pitch gets past Gavin Strump, runners advancing to second and third. Lost connection to the broadcast, but it came back in around the fourth or fifth. Just in time to catch Creekside coming back from down, I think it might have been 9-2. Or some score like that. It was a big Providence lead. Creekside came back, and in the top of the seventh inning, this one back up the middle. Scoring is Chavette. Throw to the plate from Ashenfelder. Takes a hop on the pitcher's mound. Throw to second after the second run scores, not in time. Ryan Walls with a two-run double. And that's going to do it for Matt Bysham. Time now for another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Micah Henson coming in for Creekside when we return.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Into the game now for Creekside is Micah Henson, making his first appearance of his varsity career. He gets Rabbi E to foul one off, 0-1. Runner on second for the Stallions. The 0-1. Kicks away from Strump. Walls takes third on the play. 1-1. To Rabbi E at the plate. Since that line drive double play, this game has gone about, from then on, as bad as it possibly could for the Creekside Knights. One and two. Pitch inside. That got him. Rabbi E takes first base. That brings up Landon Jones.
Catcher number 1, Landon Jones.
Not too much left to say about this game. Creekside just been outplayed, out-hit. Stallions just having their way against the Knights pitching staff, against arguably their three best pitchers. Just not the Knights' night. First pitch to Jones from Henson. In the left-handed batter's box, 1-0. Runners at the corners. One away in the top of the fifth. Fastball above the zone, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Jones swings and misses at strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike, fouled away. Count runs even, 2-2. Another foul ball. Henson will step off. Now with both Byshams and Romeo going today. Baselli pitching yesterday. Hunter Schlegel. Henson gets out number 2. Landon Jones swinging.
No, 2 down.
I'll
That
bring
brings
up
the right fielder,
Duva.
number 3, Gavin Duva.
I think tomorrow you can expect Quinn Wilfong and a couple of these younger guys, Gavin Dupre, Hudson Hyatt, maybe Hunter Schlegel again, as he didn't go too long in that game against First Coast. A 1 curveball inside, 1-1. I think against a team like Camden County, Creekside, love to get a nice win on the road, get back on track before playing North Marion at Flagler College next Monday, and they'll travel to Columbia and Lake Mary on Tuesday. Some tough matchups for the Knights as another 2-strike pitch fouled off by Duva. Ball and 2 strikes. Henson looking to retire the side. Here comes. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Providence plates 2 more in the 5th. Knights trail by 9 when we return on Schlick Sports.
They are back together again and talking sports in Jacksonville. Brent Martineau and former Jags player Austin Lane from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. on all the social media platforms, and for the first time ever in Jacksonville, a 24/7 streaming network. It's Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Download the Action News Jacks Now app and get sports all day every day. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Google TV, and many other platforms. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 and the new Brent and Austin Show, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Time now for another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance. The Baselli Agency, Reedy Neal on in relief of Kyle Powers in the bottom of the 5th inning. Providence nursing a 9-run lead over the Creekside Knights. Top of the order, we'll greet Neal here. The bottom of the 5th. Final line on the starter. Kyle Powers goes 4 innings, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs, neither of them earned. He walked 1 while striking out 2. One out to Ashenfelder. In there for strike 1. Ball and a strike. Spikes 1. 2-1. Quick little visit from the catcher, Jones. I was mentioning earlier the Creekside game against Providence, the last time they faced each other. The Knights were down by quite a lot, almost on the brink of getting mercy ruled. They came back, got the tying run to the plate, the top of the 7th inning. Connor Gillum, I believe, hit a big-time double, and then that one up and in on Ashenfelder. He walked him. Runner on first here to lead off the inning for the Knights. That brings up Belizik, who's 1 for 2. Excuse me, 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the first. Creekside ended up coming back in those final few innings and then had a big hit into the right center field gap. And then out number 3 was called on the bases when they had the tying run at the plate. We'll see if they can pull another comeback and finish it off this time against Providence as Belizik in a 1-1 spot at the plate. There's ball 2 to Belizik. Parker Morton currently represents the tying run for Creekside. He is coming up 7 batters after Connor Belizik. Skies one way up on the infield. Calling for it. Wortman makes the catch. 1 down.
With 1 away. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 5, Ty Martineau.
And now if you look on the bright side for Creekside, they got the tying run on base in Sean Ashenfelder. They just got to hit around to him, not retire another out. Ashenfelder breaks for second. Pitch up and in, throw down, not in time. 1-0. I was just told after that joke, don't quit my day job. We're in a 9-run ball game. I think I could try my hand at a little comedy. Too soon? One 0 up high. Martineau pulls back the bunt attempt. Ashenfelder to third. 2-0 count. Corners in as Martineau takes strike 1. Carson McFarland on deck. 1 out, 1 on. It's Ashenfelder at third for the Knights. Martineau takes strike 2. 2-2 to Martineau. Inside ball 3. Count now full. The 3-2 offering. Jam shot back up the middle. Gloved at second base. There'll be no throw to first. Ashenfelder scores. Infield single for Martineau. So now 1 on with 1 out and 1 in for the Knights so far in the 5th.
Designated hitter number 19, Carson McFarland.
That brings up McFarland. Martineau on first for the Knights. Neal fires. Strike 1 on McFarland. McFarland so far tonight 0 for 1 with a walk. Drew Williams on deck for the Knights. It's 1-1. One out, 1 on, 1-1 count. McFarland fouls one back to the backstop. One, 2 count. Next pitch misses low. 2-2. Creekside down 11-3 at home, bottom of the 5th. Time called at the plate by McFarland. Next pitch high on McFarland. Count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch, high fly ball, right field, making the catch, Gavin Duva. 2 gone in the inning now. That brings up Drew Williams.
Next up for your Knights, right fielder number 9, Drew Williams.
Williams, so far in this game, 0 for 2 with an RBI fielder's choice. Take strike 1. Martineau with a good lead over on first base. Staying put with 2 gone. There's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two-strike pitch. Martineau goes, swung on and missed. Strike 3 to retire the side. Knights get 1 back in the bottom of the 5th. We keep on playing. Top of the 6th inning. Coming up next, you're watching Creekside Baseball on Schlick Sports. Creekside Baseball is
Leading
brought
off
to
the
you in
top of the
part
sixth
by
for
Troy
Providence.
Silham with Bank of
The
England
second
Mortgage,
baseman, number 7,
Right Way
Jonas
Insurance, the Baselli Agency, and Triple Crown Fence. Call today at 305-331-9322. Top of the sixth inning now. Micah Henson back on for the Creekside Knights as he faces Jonah Wells, Mason Wortman, and Andrew Johnson due up for the Stallions as they lead Creekside 11-3 at Freedom Field. Wells grounds to first, lands it, flips to Henson for out number 1. Some substitutions on the field there as planted on at first. Jackson Kanan in left. So with one away in the top of the sixth inning, it's Wortman, the leadoff man. He's 1 for 3, doubled back in the third. Fastball ripped foul down the third base side. Creekside does have a righty up in the pen. Cannot tell who it is. Curveball back to Aschenfelder in center. 2 quickly down in the sixth.
Now a two-way that brings up the
So
center
nice
fielder, number 8,
start to
Andrew
the inning
Johnson.
for Micah Henson. He's now set down 4 in a row. That is the first time tonight that Creekside has set down the first 2 men of the inning. Now Henson looking to go 1, 2, 3. Andrew Johnson, the center fielder, 2 for 3, also reaching on a walk to go along with his 2 singles. Ball and a strike to him. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away down the left field side. 1 and 2. Two-strike pitch from Henson. In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count full. Henson to escape the inning. Walks him. Johnson fights back from down in a 2-strike count. So reaching on a walk.
Next up for the Stallions,
Oliveira,
first
the
baseman,
next
number
one up.
25, Nick Oliveira.
Also 2 for 3 with a walk. After ball 1 to Oliveira. Henson looking to get back into the zone. Creekside sending Hunter Zimmerman out to the bullpen. Two-0. Fly ball, center field. Aschenfelder under it, makes the catch for out number 3. Micah Henson puts up a donut in the top of the 6th inning. Heading on to the bottom of the 6th, it's 11-3 Providence over Creekside.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Bottom of the 6th inning now
Leading off
on
the bottom of
Schlick
the sixth
Sports.
for the Creekside Knights.
11-3 Providence
Number 21, Josh
leads the
Huber.
Creekside Knights. Josh Huber will lead things off for Creekside. He's hitting for the pitcher Henson. Fouls one back in on the hands. Huber's 0 for 1 at the plate this year. 1-1 count on him here. Goes Huber, Blandsip, and Gavin Strump due up. Another foul ball. 2 strikes now on Josh Huber. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Huber set down swinging. No drop, third strike. It's on to Blandsip
Next up for the Creekside
with
Knights,
1 away
first baseman,
in
number
the bottom of the
7,
6th.
Tavern Blansit.
Blandsip 2 for 5 this season for the Creekside Knights. Fouls 1 away for strike 1. Oh, 1. Pitch away. Ball and a strike. 1-1 count. 1 out. Nobody on. Lands it behind the fastball. 2 strikes on him now. Reedy Neal in his 2nd inning of work. Allowed a run in the 5th. This time back-to-back Ks leading off the 6th. Gavin Strump was due up next, but it'll be Hunter Schlegel
Into the game for the
hitting
Knights,
in place of
number
the
8,
catcher.
Hunter Schlegel.
It's called strike 1 on him. Schlegel 0 for 8 with a walk so far this year. Now it's hip strike 2. Two-strike pitch. High chopper up the middle, charging it under the glove of Wortman out at short. First hit of the season for Hunter Schlegel, a 2-out infield single. Gets a runner on base for Jackson Kane.
Next up for the Creekside Knights, left fielder number 12, Jackson Kane.
Kane, another guy who's searching for his first hit of the year, a guy who possesses good swing up at the plate, did well in his limited plate appearances last year. So far 0 for 9 with a walk and an RBI this season. The lefty Neal sets, fires on the mound. Just misses. Ball and a strike on Jackson Kane. Top of the order on after Kane. Knights trailing by 8 this Thursday night. Creekside High School. Swung on and missed 1-2. Kane digs in and awaits the 1-2 pitch. Takes strike 3 to retire the side. Another goose egg goes up in the bottom of the 6th, on now to the 7th. Stallions up 11-3 over Creekside.
They are back together again and talking sports in Jacksonville. Brent Martineau and former Jags player Austin Lane from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. on all the social media platforms, and for the first time ever in Jacksonville, a 24/7 streaming network. It's Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Download the Action News Jacks Now app and get sports all day, every day. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Google TV, and many other platforms. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 and the new Brent and Austin show, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Back now for the 7th inning of action. Hunter Zimmerman on for Creekside in another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance. The Baselli Agency comes on in relief of Micah Henson. Zimmerman has made 2 appearances for the Knights so far this season. Gone an inning and a third, allowing 1 hit, 3 runs, all of them earned. 1 strikeout to 3 walks. The guy, when he's on, he's tough to hit. Got a nasty slider out on the mound with a good fastball. He's finding the zone, throwing strikes. It's a tough matchup for a hitter. It will be Nick Nualiatia, the DH, leading things off in the 7th inning.
Leading off the top of the 7th for Providence, number 17, Ryan Smith.
Actually, Ryan Smith pinch hitting for him. Smith, the junior, on for the DH in the 7th as Zimmerman misses ball 1 to him. Grounded to third, fielded by Belizik. Caught on a hop by Blands it at first, 1 away.
Now stepping into the plate
Now
for
another pinch hitter
Providence is number 6,
is Anthony Tantorno. Another junior on, this time for the third baseman Ryan Walls. Contact up the middle. Martineau throw to first in time. 2 up, 2 down to start the 7th.
And now a 2 down.
Now bring up
number 2, Colby Batch.
Colby Batch in place of Donovan Rabai. So Tantorno and Smith down on groundouts. Colby Batch, the senior, in an 0-1 spot. Next pitch just misses 1-1. Strike 2 to Batch. Zimmerman looking to set him down on strikes. The 1-2 misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zimmerman set on the mound. Steps off. We'll wait another moment for the next pitch. Comes set again. 2-2 misses low. Ball 3. Tomorrow night, a game Creekside probably should end up winning. They should win that game. That's one, if you're the Knights, you really want to get right now, is fighting one off. Batch on a 3-2 count. Knights find themselves on a 2-game skid currently, barring an 8-run comeback. Could be 3, all against good teams, as there's a strike 3 caught looking. They got to get some momentum going, as they trail 11-3. Last chance for the Knights coming up next on Schlick Sports.
Attention sports fans of Southwest Jacksonville. Are you prepared to defend against the greatest opponent of our time? I'm not talking about a rival team. I'm talking about cyber threats. Did you know that in 2023, over 60% of small to mid-sized businesses experienced a cyber attack, and only 14% were considered prepared to handle the attack? Don't let one setback sideline your success. Here to help is CMIT Solutions of Southwest Jacksonville, your local IT managed services provider for small to mid-sized businesses in and around Southwest Jacks. Tune in to our free podcast on cybersecurity, where we break down the complex threats in just 15 minutes per episode. Make the most of your drive time and defend your business like a champion. Stay safe, stay secure. Find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@CMITSWJacks. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Creekside Knights, center fielder number 20, Sean Aschenfelder.
Here at Schlick Sports, we want to thank our sponsors. These broadcasts brought to you in part by Troy Silhan with Bank of England Mortgage, Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, and Triple Crown Fence. Call today at 305-331-9322. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning, Sean Ashenfelder laces one down the left field line. He's going for 2, and he is in there with a stand-up double. The Knights trying to get something going, down 8 in the bottom of the 7th. Ashenfelder, the leadoff man. First hit of the night for him. He flew out to left field to lead off the game, and then hit by pitch, a walk, and now a double for him. Belizik now up for the Knights. He's 0 for 2, reaching on a hit by pitch. Lined out and popped out as well in this ballgame. Line drive, right field. That's down. Ashenfelder trying for home. He is in. Throw to the backstop. Belizik will go to second. It's 11-4. Knights with another in scoring position. Still nobody out. RBI single for Belizik. Martineau looking to keep it going.
Shortstop, number 5, Ty Martineau.
There's a pitching change in between innings brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Vaselli Agency, Landon Bakai. Trying to finish this one off for Providence, but 2 pitches, 2 hits and a run for Creekside. Not off to the smoothest of starts. Martineau showing bunt. Goes back to the backstop. 0-1. We'll see if Martineau tries again for the bunt. Be an interesting spot if they're trying to make a comeback. That'd be for a bunt single. Hard ground ball into right field. Belizik trying for home. The throw cut off. It's 11-5. A double, single, single. Martineau plates Belizik. Knights with a little late momentum.
For your Creekside Knights is tonight's designated hitter, number 19, Carson McFarland.
Hey, never say never. That's what they say. It ain't over till it is over. McFarland the next up for the Creekside Knights, and he flies one to right, charging in. Duva trying to get to it. He dives. It's down. Martineau to third. Runners at the corners. And that brings up Williams. The Knights putting a little something together right now. In the bottom of the 7th.
Next up for your Knights, right fielder, number 9.
Runners at the corners.
Williams.
Still nobody out. What is it with Creekside trying to put up last-minute comebacks against the Providence Stallions? Williams in this game, 0 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch swinging, little blooper foul down the right side, 0-1. A 1 pitch, back up the middle, flip to second for 1, throw on to first in time for a double play. Martineau scores, making it 11-6, but the Knights pay a big price as it's a 4-6-3 double play, 2 away, and that brings up Josh Huber, who will go back to the dugout, and Hunter Zimmerman going to get a plate appearance. Forget about that. Another change. Michael Bysham Coach King playing some mind games with his players there. Huber gets up looking for an at-bat.
Re-entering for this at-bat is
Oh.
number 6, Michael Bishop.
Hunter Zimmerman, who I think would be the last guy expecting that. He's the pitcher, so he would technically be in that spot. Huber had already been subbed out, so you can re-enter your starter, Michael Bishop. So Huber was already out. That would have been an illegal at-bat. Zimmerman would have been the other option, so they bring him out, and then Bishop grounds one to short. Throw to first in time, and that will do it. Providence comes into Creekside and take it by a score of 11-6. Knights put together 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th, but that, in the end, doesn't do the job. They'll play one more time this week, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at Camden County in Kingsland, Georgia. I will see you then, but for now, I'm Noah Schlick, signing off, saying see you next time here on Schlick Sports.